Hi guys, it's checkacola or Matt. It's been a long time since I've made a video again. This video will be a little interesting, a little different than what I usually do. So this video will be an experiment that I actually did on myself, which was 3 months. You can hear some people upstairs. 3 months of no caffeinated beverages. And I tried to minimize every single amount of caffeine I ate. So I tried to minimize like chocolates and all that, candies, cookies and cakes, everything, because chocolate does have caffeine and there are some other interesting places where caffeine is found. And I minimized all that. I read through all the ingredients and everything like that. So let's jump into it. So when I first started this, it was like, it would have been January 25th because it's February, March, April. So 3 months of completely no coffee. I never drank coffee for 3 months. I never drank a caffeinated Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, you name it. Root beer that had caffeine in it for 3 months. I drank some non-caffeinated malt beverages and they don't contain any amount of caffeine because they're made from barley. I didn't fall into the trap of decaffeinated coffee because that actually does have caffeine, and decaffeinated coffee would give you basically little hints of caffeine, which would kind of throw off my experiment. And same with chocolate. Chocolate has somewhat a fair amount of caffeine in it, depending on the kind of chocolate. So minimize that. If you get the fake white chocolate, which is basically milk, there's no caffeine in it. But if you get really dark chocolate, there's going to be a lot of caffeine in that. It might be even comparable to like a tea or a coffee. And also, no tea, again, for 3 months. I'm usually a big tea drinker. I drink like black tea, oolong tea, any kind of tea. Usually the tea that people don't like, I don't know, like yellow tea, green tea, white tea. Lots of people need to add sugar and milk and all that. I'd usually just drink it black and I love the taste. But for 3 months, nothing. It's been crazy 3 months. I would just like to talk about like what happened like the first week or so. So the first week or so that I completely just cut off the caffeine, like I went cold turkey. I didn't like numb it down. I didn't like, go for a week or two, like, cup here, cup there. No. I just went, one day I woke up. I even had like caffeine pills. I was using caffeine pills sometimes when I exercise because it gets your heart rate up. And a lot of pre-workouts have caffeine in them. Probably most of them do. I did find a few of them that did have no caffeine or like taurine or anything like that. You can hear someone over there. Someone's outside. But anyways, the first few days of having no caffeine, it honestly felt like I was sick and I couldn't wake up. Like, I don't know, maybe the most thing I could compare it to is like literally like a flu. Like when you woke up, you'd feel like tired, you'd feel sick, you'd have like a runny nose, you'd have a cough, a sore throat. And then about even like a week later, I was still feeling that, but it got better and better and better. And over the next few weeks, I noticed like I could smell coffee and you'd crave it. You'd crave coffee. You'd see someone with like a Coke or a Pepsi and like when they open it, you could smell it and oh, you would crave it. But I never caved in. Never drink any caffeinated beverages, to get my pop hit or my pop buzz, I would drink like water that was hit with the fizz, CO2 water, or I would even drink like Sprite or anything with no caffeine in it just to get like that bubbly water taste, from the soda. But for coffee, I would just drink malt beverages and stuff like that. I had no caffeine. They're made from barley, so it's not like I'm not doing the low caffeine, no caffeine, decaffeinated stuff because that all has caffeine in it. So yeah, again, after the first initial where I felt sick, I actually got to the point where I was actually sleeping way better. So I would sleep like literally like 9-10 hours a day. Sorry about that. I'll sleep 9-10 hours a day, literally just like from bed to wake up. It'd be 9 hours unless something woke me up. If nothing woke me up, I would sleep 10 hours a day like that. This happened maybe for like a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, and then after that, I noticed that it got to like kind of a plateau where I would honestly literally sleep like 8 hours, completely 8 hours from going to bed to waking up. It'd be 8 hours like almost every night. And I would wake up in the morning, I would feel refreshed. I didn't even feel like I wanted a coffee anymore, like a Coke or anything, like, you know, that caffeine buzz. And now at this point, it's been 3 months. I feel like when I smell coffee, I don't crave it anymore. Or when I smell like a Coke open up, I don't crave it. And even, you know, it's like lots of people around drinking it, you know, caffeine pills, all that stuff. And I don't actually literally feel like I want to drink a coffee or even have a cup of tea. But, you know, at this point, I think that my heart rate went down. I'm thinking it went down like maybe 4 or 5 beats a minute. Like I have my Apple Watch and I monitor on my iPhone over there, Google Android of this one. And I've noticed my heart rate went down, and I noticed that when I exercise, my heart rate doesn't get as high when I get to like those high intervals, like hit when I exercise really hard, my heart rate doesn't go as high as it did before when I was drinking coffee. So I feel like it was a hard and long journey to begin with. And then once you hit that plateau, basically it comes back down, you get better sleep, you feel more rested, and you don't crave it anymore. But it's really hard. You gotta not eat any caffeine for like 3 months, and you gotta be around lots of people, and you gotta avoid coffee shops and all that stuff. But now I think I'm gonna slowly wean myself back onto coffee, and I'll probably be hitting coffee hard in a few months from now. And maybe every year I might do this 3 month where I just quit coffee. But we'll see how it goes from here. But at this point, I think that it's time to start drinking coffee again. I can hear someone out there. So I'll see you guys after I drink my first cup of coffee or my first Coke. I'll see how it affects me. So thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more, leave a like and a comment down below. I'll see you guys next time. Checkacola out.